Two away.
This will be it. Mark's going to come get him in every inning. So he did what he was supposed to. The offense has got to wake up.
Brett Keller comes in. Mark DeRosa's got a couple guys he can go to for 1+, and Keller was at the top of that list. He's on to face the Cubs last year. Signed a new contract with the Phillies. He's taking his lumps in this classic, though. Acuna grounds one up the middle of the Witt. Will have to hurry with Acuna's speed. A low throw is picked by Harper. Bryce Harper bails out Bobby Witt Jr. right there. 2-0 Venezuela, halfway home in the championship. Anthony Smith and Terrain coming up for the Americans. 23, sitting about the 10th row behind the first base dugout. He was in his first spring training with the Red Sox. Drove over here to Miami and bought a ticket to watch Team USA in A-ball the year before. I was just hoping to survive the minors at that point. Eduardo Rodriguez in there with a strike, and what in the world is going on here? Rodriguez shutting down Team USA.
He is. Have to get going and specifically make decisions for Omar as tough as possible and get as many bullpen arms in there as they can.
Especially as you start to get towards the back end. As you see, Valencia have all gone 4 games and not given up a run. Zerpa and Machado, 5 games, haven't given up a run. Will Smith, Bryce Terrain to follow in this 5th. 2-0 Venezuela. Here's a payoff. Anthony rounds one gently to second. Torres will throw him out. That is going to do.
Man, tip your hat.
So to the bullpen they go. Bullpen that has dominated, not giving up a run since pool play. Will Smith takes strike 1 from Eduardo Bizardo. 6+ scoreless innings against Japan. 7+ scoreless innings last night against Italy. Bizardo of the Seattle Mariners fires 1-1. Strike 2.
That's pretty impressive. If you're going to win a championship.
Evens up. 6 guys through in last night's game, covering those 7 2/3 after a short start from Cater Montero. 5 of the 6, though, available. Winder Avila only got.
So 2 pretty good numbers.
Another 2-2. Breaks in there. Strike 3. Buckles the knees of Smith. Right now, this looks a lot less like a dream team and a lot more like a team at the end of a long road trip in August. Terrain has the lone hit for team. On a strike, here comes Bizardo. Inside part of the plate, strike 2. All-Star Game appearances combined, 5 MVP trophies. The 1-2 from Bizardo. Now a 2-2. Terrain grounds it gently. Torres waits. 1-2-3 5th. 2-0 Venezuela to the 6th inning of the finals.
What the score was last time they were in the championship.
Michael Garcia leads off this inning, takes a strike from Keller.
1-run loss in the championship game against Japan.
Garcia sends a fly ball to center field for Byron Buxton. And the first out of the 6 is these Venezuelans that knocked Japan out of the 2 relative to this time of year. So that bridge a little bit longer than perhaps necessary. Luis Arraez to center field as well, and Byron Buxton with a busy 6. 2 out. If Mark DeRosa pulls the trigger on Pete Crow Armstrong, Buxton's spot is due up to lead off the inning. Strike on Suarez. Look out.
Wow. That's turning on him.
Keller home with an 0-2. And he makes quick work of Venezuela in the 6th. 7 pitches to go 1-2-3. Total, when you take the final innings of the semifinal and the first 5 innings of this game, 1 hit for the last 9+ innings. Mark DeRosa will in fact pinch hit for Byron Buxton with Pete Crow Armstrong. Can he give the Americans the jolt that they need? A fastball for a strike, and the Cubs center fielder has made his mark in this WBC.
Had a true pitch, one that gives hitters fits off of the 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Here comes from Buto. And a fly ball carved out to left field. Your Abreu's there. All the way in the 6th.
The thing about this offense and about this game,
Pitch where Bobby Witt just got under it a little bit and flied to center. He's 0 for 2. Bases empty, 1 away in the 6th, and Witt takes strike 1 from Buto.
Similar to the game that Venezuela was playing against Italy, where they were trailing 2-0, worked their way back into the game and did their damage with 4 straight 2-out hits.
Flying to shallow right field. Foul ground arrives. 2 away. Harper. You know, a loss in the championship would not be crazy, but in this fashion, this is unthinkable.
Yeah, if they get shut out, that's something no man on this team thought could happen. And you talk about 10 outs to change all the way back to being down 8-0 against Team Italy and making that an 8-6 with the tying run in the 9th.
3-0 on Bryce Harper with Judge on deck. The moment, if Harper could reach, they get Judge to the plate as the tying run. There it is. Harper with a 2-out hit to right. And up comes the captain.
USA has been taking a lot of fastballs in the first pitch for strikes lately.
C-Rock. Tying run at the plate in the 6th. Judge takes ball 2. Wouldn't bite. Could collectively, where it stacks up historically, you're watching one of the best ever to do it. It's your 53 home runs to go along with it. Fine run at the plate with 2 gone in the 6th inning of the final. Judge takes a strike. With a 2-out hit. Now Judge taking ball 3. Kyle Schwarber's on deck.
It's Jet.
The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 right there.
That one surprised me.
Looked like a surprise Judge. Chopper to third. Garcia. Over. After 6, Venezuela 2, United States nothing. Play for Venezuela as Will Vest comes on to pitch. Pete Crow Armstrong, yes, as graphic previews for you, is now in the game in center field after pinch hitting for Byron Buxton. But on the mound, Will Vesters the last couple of years. It's a swing and a miss from his teammate, Gleyber Torres, and it's 0-2.
Fastball slider, and you see the numbers on the year for him last year. A little bit of bragging rights for Will Vest if you get.
Korver, Bregman, Anthony due up for the United States. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Top arms from Michael Garcia right after a wild pitch, put a runner at 3rd. And a home run from Willie Abreu in the 5th. United States just 2 singles. 1-1 on Tovar. Country. Cracked into left center field and a base hit for the latest and greatest shortstop out of Venezuela. Ezequiel Tovar with a 1-out single. Aparicio. Omar Vizquel, the guy that Tovar grew up wanting to be like. The second hit of the championship brings up Abreu.
There'll be one in there soon, and Miguel Cabrera.
Abreu takes low, ball 2. The Venezuelan shortstop as one of the World Series heroes, Miguel Rojas. Unable to be. 1-on, 1-out. And a 2-0 from Vest to a dangerous hitter. Abreu with a healthy cut and a foul. Helmet back that he lost between 2nd and 3rd.
You know, Team Venezuela was coming in here playing with house money, but that doesn't guarantee you anything. It allows you to play loose. You're the underdog. They knew it. But their ability to Venezuela ever.
Tovar dancing around. He lays off. Now it's tap left side. Bregman will go to first. Route number 2.
Sal Perez just stopped the game. 1 out to the mound with Gleyber Torres, the 2 most senior members. Foul ball barely
Just
down the line.
foul right there.
The 2 veterans on this team. And you notice, by the way, pitching coach Johan Santana stayed in the dugout for that meeting. Sal Perez had it covered.
The guy with the C on his chest says to do something, you do it. No balls and 2 strikes.
Salvador Perez to his.
Zerpa's ready. Schwarber set to lead off the next inning. That's a little blooper into shallow center field. Out comes Judge. He's there. And Will Vest works the scoreless 7th inning. We stretch in the championship game. It's 2-0 Venezuela. The left-hander who got out of a bases-loaded jam. Key moment in the semifinal against Italy. Facing the middle of the lineup where there are 2 left-handed hitters for Team USA. First of them is Schwarber. Strike 1 from Serpa.
He is so tough on left-handers. That angle and that slingshot fastball, and of course the breaking ball.
But it's a left-handed pitcher. 23 of them out of his National League leading 56. Down 1-2. Quick word for Dan Bellino. Schwarber starting the 7th, and he's down on strikes. He was grounded out twice. Roman Anthony waits on deck. As Bregman waits on this 1-0. Strike 1, and we check in with Ken.
Joe, 2 points.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Alex Bregman. And in a lot of ways, it's baseball being baseball, where every day, once you get through group play,